to the Java programming, JVM, tools, libraries, and any more things. Like some of the feature for the Java programming you will learn in this tutorial, that is Lambda expression, method reference, functional interface, some stream API, there is a default method, and many more other things that we will see in the coming lecture, right? So let's begin and understand first what is Lambda expression. So I have already created a class, and that is known as Lambda expression demo, and inside that I have created a main method, right? So Lambda expression help you, you can say, to write our code in a functional style. Because see, because before the Java 8, right, it was saying that people are saying, the developer community was saying that Java is going to be beat down by Python or some other technology that is object oriented, as a C# and other language, right? Because there are no there we do not have the functional programming things in the Java before coming to Java 8, right? Till Java 7 we don't have the functional programming, and the functional programming has been enabled in Java 8 only. So it provides a clear and concise way to implement, you can say, a single abstract method, right, that we will use by an expression we will use, right? So it's a very useful in the collection library, and in which it help you to iterate, filter, and extract the data, right? So how we will develop and how we will do it, so that is the biggest question, right? How we will do that, right? So what you have to understand first, you have to understand functional interface, right? So functional interface, that implement the functional interface, right? That is the implementation of functional interface, because sorry, Lambda expression is a implementation of functional interface. So we should have to understand first functional interface. An interface which has only one abstract method, that is called functional interface. And Java provides an annotation that is called functional interface, which is used to describe, and you can say, to create the interface as a functional interface. So how we'll do that? Why we will use that? That should we have the question, right? Next question we should have. So why we will use Lambda expression? Because we use to provide the implementation of the function interface, and we use to do less coding, right? So only two things: to provide the implementation of function interface and the less coding, right? Remember always why we are using Lambda expression: to provide the implementation of functional interface, and another the less coding. And the question, what is functional interface? The functional interface provides implementation of the functional interface, right? Lambda expression provide implementation of function interface. An interface which has only one abstract method is called functional interface, right? So Java provides an annotation that is called @function interface, that we will see in the coding, right? So how we'll declare that. So see, if what is the syntax? Syntax I will let you know first. See, in the Lambda expression, what we will use to do, we use to do argument. We have to give the argument list here. Whatever the list you have, we will use to pass the list here, argument list. And then after the arrow, right? After the arrow, you have to give the body, right? So this is the syntax of Lambda expression. Very simple, very concise. This is the syntax, and you have to keep in mind always. The first, that is the argument list. It can be empty, or we can not keep non-empty also as well, right? Whatever you need, you can keep or not keep, right? Another, we have this arrow. This is the arrow token, and it is used to link the argument with the body, right, of the expression, you can say. And body contains expression, you can say, the statement for the Lambda expression, right? So no if we are not going for the parameter, if we are not going to pass the parameter, so how we will write? We have to write like this, right? We have to write like this. Very simple and concise. You do not need to do anything, and here you have to pass the body, whatever the body you want to pass, that body you have to give, right? If you want to pass the argument list, you can pass. You don't want to pass, no need to pass, right? So if anyone wants to pass a single body, single argument, he can pass, right? So let's example, we are going to pass a param1, right? We have a param1 and we want to promise parameter, right? Parameter 1, and we want to write some code, right? So we can do that. We can write here, right? Similarly, if someone wants to pass two parameter, param1 and param2, and based on some coding will be there, right? So they can do that here, right? So it's a very simple uh, function programming, and we can say the lambda expression is very simple. And to implementing, we are not implementing the Java expression here exactly, but we are implementing interface, right, using the lambda expression. Okay, so without the lambda expression, how we will write the code, that we will see the first, and then we will see some other example too, right? So now you have the better understanding of this. So I'm going to keep it down. I'm going to keep it down here after the method, right? So we have a class, right? And I'm going to create an interface. Interface, right? You can give any name, right? I'm going to give a interface name. You can give M1, M2, M3, right? So I'm going to pass M1 as a interface here. Pass the name as M capital. Okay, so I have created a interface, that is, what is the issue? Interface, yeah, okay, is it okay? Sorry, I have given a bracket here. Okay, so we have created an interface M1 here, and I want to create a method inside this, right? So how we will do that? You can write public and print. I can give the method, right? So you can give any name, and the return type should be here. So I'm giving the return type nothing. Void is here, so I can pass as a null. No need to return anything. So in this, what we have to do? We have to do a very simple thing. We are going to create a we can say any value, and that we will going to print that, right? So I am going to pass a value. Let's say key this is the name. We can pass string type name, string my name, right? And my name I'm going to pass Hira. Okay, and after that, what we can do, we can create the object of this, right? How we will do that? Just we write obj equal to new obj, right? M1 we can pass, right? So now what we have to do, we have to just do very simple thing. How we'll do that? We create like this, right? We used to do that, and here we will write the function that we have written here, right? So we are going to pass the body here, and now what we will do? Very simple thing, right? System out of println. We are okay? Yeah. So my name is, and I'm going to pass name, my name, right? We are okay. So what we have to I'm getting issue here. Yeah, sorry, I'm not giving the same equal here. Okay, fine. Are you okay? Let me just format it so it's look like good, right? Now we are good. So we have an interface here, right? And what we are going to do here, we have created a my name as a variable, and we are going to, I am going to implement the method of this print of the interface like this, right? And we are closing just before here, as we used to do in uh, simple without lambda expression. We used to do that, right? And if someone wants to call this method print, we can do here. How we can do here? We can write a print method here, just like that, right? And we can execute this print method. Sorry, we have to give the object. This is not a static, so we have to pass the object to, right? We are good. Let's run it. As you can see here in the console, I'm getting the value. My name is Hira, right? So what I have did, just I have created my interface here, interface M1, and I have created a main method, sorry, a method, and I'm going to call this method outside the class and inside the main method of the main program, main class. And what we have did a very simple thing. We have implemented like this. We have created the method body here and like this, just as we used to do in the old Java, right? Now, without we have understood, right? Now I am going to let you know how we can do in the functional programming, right? So we can keep these things here, modal, and these things, what you have to do, you can write @ functional programming here. Okay, you can keep here, you can keep like this. If you don't want, you can keep like this, right? And here @ you to provide function interface, right? As you will write the function interface here, it's an optional thing, right? You can write or you cannot write. So this annotation is optional. You can write here or not write. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to implement the body of this, right? The main motto we have, just like that we have did here, right? So I'm going to write the code here to implement the same thing. How we'll do that? We have to write same that I have created here, right? Like this only, same like that, but some changes will be there, right? How we will do that? I have told you how we will declare the body will declare like this. Like if the argument is not there, you can see here the argument is not there. How we will do that? We will do that like this, okay? And then we will pass the body here, right? You got my point? I think you got the point. Okay, so now we have to pass a very simple message here, system order println, and then you can pass any message that I have already created here, right? No need to do much things, just copy paste here. Okay, so here we are taking 4 to 5 line, and here we are taking single line, right? So this is the you can say it's very easy to use lambda expression in the program. Okay, what I did, what happened? Okay, sorry. Obj dot print I have not did, so it's not coming because I have implemented the body but I was not calling, right? So now you can see same thing, right? So thank you guys. If you have any doubt in this lecture, let me know in the comment box so I can give you the concept if you don't have. Okay, so we'll see in the next lecture.